Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you always for all your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, feedback, and comments. Always welcome. Thank you very much and keep them coming. And always a big thank you to those of you who continue to keep me so busy and happy and fulfilled with doing personal one-on-one readings for you, both my new clients and my regular ones as well. It is always an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you for the opportunity to do so. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you haven't read with me before, you have and you've forgotten the info, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button for more information and all my contact details. And you can also find my contact information attached to the description link on every video that I post as well. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do, so turnaround time for personal one-on-one readings is pretty fast. I can always get back with you within the same day or the first 24 hours of initial contact with more information. And turnaround time for scheduling is pretty fast too, anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time we can set up a reading for you live or recorded. So you can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com, and that information is also, under the About button and on the description bar for all the videos I post. I do a wide variety of readings: love and romance, of course, relationship potential, compatibility charting, divorce, separation and reconciliation readings, career work and finance readings, career path, financial investments. I also do 6 and 12-month overviews, which are specific spreads designed to take a look at what's coming up in your life in every main sector for 6 or 12 months, depending on which one you choose. And I also offer package deals for those of you who like regular monthly or bi-weekly readings moving forward. And I also do channeled messages from passed on loved ones in addition to that, and gift readings too. It's always a big thing this time of year. I get a lot of requests for readings as Christmas gifts for friends and family, other times of the year for birthdays and stuff too, but it's pretty popular right now for Christmas gifts. There's nothing more personal than a personal reading. So if you're interested, send me an email. I would be delighted to work with you. We'll set something up for you just as quickly as possible. For more immediate, fast answers to really fast questions, if you're not looking for a deeper, more intensive look at something, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo, which is a great app, easy, fast, efficient to use. You can find me under Irish Gypsy there. That link is also under the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, and it's also attached to the description link on every video I post. It's a smartphone app that pretty much puts me at your fingertips 24/7, except when I'm sleeping or occupied, of course. It's for, quick little reads. If you have just one question you want a quick answer to, you need to make a decision on the fly, you just met somebody, you want to take a look at what the potential is, or some situation you need a fast answer to, a job opportunity or how an interview went or something like that, you can hit me up really quick on, had a jumper, on the Instantgo app on your smartphone for quick questions. You can do one quick answer and question. You can lengthen that into a little short read versus via text with me. And they also have a new video chat option that's pretty cool too, so check that out. These are general readings. There's a lot of you watching. Of course, it's not going to play out the same in the same areas of your life to the same degree for everyone watching, which is always why we suggest you watch your rising and your moon sign videos as well if you know them and if you can. They may play out a little more predictably for you sometimes, and just by watching all three you can get additional insight and clarification. Okay, let's move right along into this. I know some of you don't like the longer intros, particularly those of you who follow me regularly. Just fast forward to where the reading starts. So this reading is for Capricorn, the earth sign of Capricorn, for December 2017. Let's see what's in store for the month of December for our lovely earthy Capricorns. Capricorn, December 2017. Okay, Capricorn. We begin with Judgment, followed by the Knight of Swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles, followed by the Hanging Man, the Page of Cups, followed by the World, and the 4 of Wands, followed by Justice. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy for the month of December and guidance is the 7 of Pentacles. We have Judgment and Justice both in the upright, along with some information, some contemplation energy. For those of you who are facing any legal situations, or where you're, waiting for something, an official decision or something like that, it looks like things are going to work out pretty well for you, and they'll be fair and equal anyway. There is a sense of perhaps waiting, needing to be patient. Your overall energy, your crowning card, we'll start with that, is the Seven of Pentacles. Let's see, we have 1, 2 Pentacles, 1 Cup, 1 Wand, 1 Sword, and the rest Major Arcana cards. 3 Major Arcana cards, all 4 Major Arcana cards. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have 4 Major Arcana cards, 2 Pentacles, Cup, Wand, and Sword. So there's a bit more of a leaning of the energy in the Pentacles, suit, and Earth energy. That's the element which governs the suit of Pentacles. So in the tarot, this usually reflects in earthly, tangible, see, touch, feel ways in the concrete world we live in. Money, finances, property, assets, job, career, etc. Things we can see and touch and feel which make a practical difference in our life, whether it's in concrete things or in relationships or spirituality as well. Sevens are a number of reflection, motives, assessment, which is exactly what the Seven of Pentacles is. It's a card of reflection and assessment, of taking a look at what you have, the harvest that's there, it's ready to be picked, but looking at it and looking and kind of gauging and trying to figure out if it's worth the effort you've put into it, if you've gotten back what you wanted, if you got at least broke even, if you got back more than what you wanted or less. Do I pick it and leave? Do I pick it and continue with the same crop? Do I continue investing in this? Do I do something different? That's the energy which is kind of overall for the month of December. So we begin with, although I am recording these in the last week of November, so we end November and kind of go into December with Judgment and the Knight of Swords. So Judgment is a Major Arcana card, a really powerful, all the Major Arcana cards are powerful, divine energy here. I always feel like there's a very serious energy around Judgment. It is a call to action, but it's a call to careful action. There's an air of finality about Judgment, which means that whatever decision you make or is made, whatever outcome it is, whatever is set into motion, is going to be lasting and difficult, if not impossible, to come back from. It's going to set the stage for something for quite some time. It's going to be pretty much like a final. It's going to set the stage for something. So for those of you who are kind of waiting and trying to make a decision, or trying to choose something, or thinking about setting something into motion, weigh out everything very carefully. This is a card that also the guidance is, don't make any hasty, spontaneous, impulsive decisions, particularly if they're going to have, because Judgment means that they're going to have a lasting effect. It's going to set the stage for something for quite some time to come. So be very careful about, over the month of December, about, what you say, what you do, paying attention to details, weighing out the pros and cons before you make any major and important decisions. It's accompanied by the Knight of Swords. Swords is air energy. That's the element which governs this suit. And in the tarot, this usually reflects in its internal energy. It's psychological, mental, cerebral energy. It's about how we look at things, what we think, our belief systems, our perceptions, and how that affects how we relate and communicate to the world and the people in the world around us. Intellectual energy. It's about words, ideas, communication, higher education, and learning. Stuff that goes on up in our heads. Knights are the deliverers, the tarot, of the tarot. They are the bringers of the tarot. They usually represent something being brought to you, or you extending it to you bringing something to somebody else. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves, typically fast moving, because Knights are known for, being rather spontaneous and impulsive and charging right ahead. So the Knight of Swords would be bringing news, information of some kind, in absolute truth and reality, no fantasy or illusion attached to that, because Swords is about truth, illumination, clarity, insight. So news, information, and accompanied by the Judgment card, clarifying the Judgment card. It's probably, I feel like there's a lot of you that are probably waiting to hear on something, whether it's an actual legal situation or case, or something else, maybe within job or work. Could even be a relationship as well, although I'm not exactly getting that, but it may be something that affects you and your relationship or your family environment of some kind. I feel like a lot of you are waiting for a decision or an outcome of some kind. and I feel like you need to be kind of patient during this waiting period as well. It's kind of like you're just waiting, you're thinking, you're assessing. Somebody else is kind of weighing things out as well. I feel like it's going to work out pretty well for you, though. Next, we have the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Hanging Man. So the Five of Pentacles is a card fundamentally of insufficiency and lack. It can be a card financially of maybe not having enough money, or robbing Peter to pay Paul, being in need, maybe losing a job, or not having enough money coming in. On a emotional level, it can all, and in relationships, it can also feel like maybe a sense of rejection, or being shut out of a group, or being on the outside somehow, being in need, not being enough. There's a sense of not enough, of insufficiency and lack. But this golden light shining through this cathedral or church window with this couple who, in other tarot decks, are portrayed outside this building as well, in the cold or the rain or the snow, kind of looking a bit homeless, needy. This golden light shining through represents that there's something right close by, or maybe something right in front of your face that you may not be seeing, you may not be missing, because you're dwelling on something else, or it isn't what you think you need. In relationships, sometimes the Five of Pentacles can represent passing up or glancing over somebody who may be really quite special, but for some reason at first glance you don't think they're what you want or what you need or whatever, so you end up passing them by, when in reality it's something that could be quite beautiful. So there's that to consider as well. There's something right there. Make sure, I get the feeling, especially because the Five of Pentacles is accompanied by the Hanging Man, which is a card of, it can be a card of being patient, waiting, maybe feeling like there's no movement. You're in stasis or limbo. Of course, energy is always moving, even if you can't see how it's playing out. It's also a card whose guidance is about withdrawing and not trying to affect change, letting things play out, trusting in divine timing and orchestration, letting things play out and unfold as they're meant to, knowing that this is temporary and this will pass as well. I'm just based on these first four cards and the feeling I'm getting too, I'm getting some very strong like advice, guidance energy, Capricorn, for those of you particularly who are in kind of a waiting for an outcome, or waiting for a decision, or waiting to see something. You may be tempted to kind of, get kind of discouraged or depressed, and you may also feel like this urge to kind of jump in and do something, or create something, or make something move faster, or make something happen. Don't do that. This is all about kind of standing back, being patient, letting things play out and unfold, and trusting that they're going to, in the manner that and timing in which they're supposed to. You have judgment and justice both in the upright, and I think things are going to work out pretty well. They're going to be fair. So next to that, we have the Page of Cups, followed by the World. So cups is that emotional energy. It's water energy, which is the element which governs the suit of cups. And in the tarot, this energy manifests in the emotional area of our life, emotions, feelings, and relationships. Pages can represent young people or children. They often represent messages, because pages were messengers. They always represent being at the introductory phase of something, the start of something new, that young, fresh, eager energy. The Page of Cups, this would be, I feel, messages more than anything else. A message being brought, or news or information being brought, which is emotional in nature, or provokes an emotional response. I feel like it's kind of a pretty happy one as well. There's something positive about it, and it's accompanied, clarified by the World, which I love. Major Arcana card. It's the last major Arcana card in the deck, the last card in the deck. We start with the Fool at the beginning of the tarot, which is at the 0, and all the cards, everything in between then is about the Fool, i.e. our journey throughout life, maturing, growing, evolving, learning, falling down, getting up, trial and error, all of that stuff, until we culminate at the end of the tarot with the World, completion. This is major, significant completion, like a whole chapter of something that's been there for some time, or something that you've been investing in for some time, coming to an end, a chapter of our lives coming to an end. And I feel, particularly with the Page of Cups, in a really positive way. Again, again, for those of you who are waiting on an outcome for something, in which I feel like the majority of you are, you could be the one making the decision. And again, no spontaneous or impulsive decisions or actions here, whether you're the one that other people are waiting on or whether you're waiting on something else. It's about letting it play out, divine timing and orchestration, and not trying to be too forceful in affecting that yourself. At or towards the end of December 2017, we have a great combination of cards. We have the Four of Wands and Justice in the upright. I love the Four of Wands. It's a celebratory card. We are in the holiday season too as well. This often points to a celebratory event, a party, a get-together. It can be a formal one, like like a marriage, a wedding, an anniversary party, a graduation, a birthday party. Something specific. Could be something formal, or it could be represent an informal get-together. Going out to coffee, drinks, dinner, barbecue, something of that sort. There's a celebratory energy to it, an anticipatory energy to it. It's kind of when you're preparing for something, a homecoming, or you're getting ready for a party because it's representing something that you're celebrating that's really happy and joyous. There's that exciting kind of undercurrent of anticipatory energy. That's the energy of the Four of Wands as well. And it also reminds us too that in events like that, particularly during the holiday season, we can get caught up in parties and stuff like that, but we can get caught up in the details of it and forget that it's actually really about enjoying the company, enjoying being with friends and family, which is part of what the holiday season is really about. The Four of Wands is also it has the nickname of the Happy Surprise card, because a lot of the time when the Four of Wands comes up, it represents that there is a happy surprise, blessed event, a happy surprise coming your way. It's unexpected, and even though you know it's coming, it's still going to be a surprise. It's still going to take you off guard, and it may be attached to an event or a party or a get-together of some kind. When the Four of Wands comes up, I always tell clients, don't turn down any offers to go to any parties or get-togethers or help be involved in it in some way, even if you think, oh, that's not really my thing. It's going to be boring or whatever. Don't turn it down, because something may happen unexpected there that's really a happy, blessed sort of surprise. So keep that in mind as well. It's attached to Justice in the upright position, which Justice is a card it's a card of equality. If you're waiting on an outcome of something, it's coming. In the upright position, the implication is that it's going to be positive for you. It represents that whatever the outcome or decision is, it's going to be fair, because it's based on what's been put into it, not what you want, what you're hoping for, what you're fantasizing about. Justice is an outcome based on, it's what you put into something is going to be what you get out of it. It's going to be fair and equal and based on actual the choices and decisions that we've made and the actions that we've taken. There's no fantasy or illusion about justice. Justice is blind. It's dependent exactly on what is, the reality of what is, or what's happened in the choices and decisions we've made. Although, again, in the upright position, it implies that it's going to be fair and equal. And in the upright position, it does imply a positive outcome as well, especially attached to the Four of Wands. So it could be that you're waiting on an outcome, a decision for something, whether it's legal or whether it's waiting for something to come through. The messages are coming in, or maybe around the middle, definitely in the last half of December, although time being fluid and it's a general reading, the timing will play out maybe a little differently for those of you watching. But it looks like definitely for the majority of you around the middle to the last half of December, so we're ending at lovely celebratory energy. It could be that what you're celebrating is this positive outcome, decision, news that's coming through. And what a beautiful time for it to happen too. The end of December, we're ending one year and transitioning into a new one as well. Beautiful, lovely energy, Capricorn. Happy to bring it to you. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading and that you found it helpful, that you got what you needed to out of it. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2017 mid-month readings. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on that About button for more information and my contact details. You can also find my contact info attached to the description link with every video that I post. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. We'll set up a reading for you or as a gift for someone else just as quickly as possible. And for those of you who want more immediate, fast answers to fast questions, you got something you want to look at or decide on the fly, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That link is also attached to the About button and the description on every video I post as well. It's a great app. Check it out if you're interested. So I will see you all again soon. And until then, as always, Capricorn, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life and a blessed holiday season to you. I'll see you back here again soon, I hope. Take care. Bye-bye.